Welcome back, motherfuckers, to another great episode of the 25 and Over Club. And you know, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let me tell you something. I need you Apple listeners to do us a favor and leave a review. Please leave a review and tell everybody why you love this show. Why is this the best show? I was just telling Tanika earlier that I see people listening in Texas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas. That's my Beyonce voice. I see y'all listening in California. I see y'all listening in Florida. Kenya! No more, but I see y'all in Kenya.
What?
So, So thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it so much. And if you want to see more of me and my co-host, Tanika's beautiful face, you could come see us at our live show, July 23rd. And tickets will be going on sale in like 2 weeks. So,
yeah, it's about to get crazy, y'all. Hello, world. It's your girl, Tanique.
And it's your boy, Billy, the motherfucking bad guy.
But he's a nice guy. He's not a bad guy.
I am. Someone told me that they felt like I was a pushover. And then I was like, you think so? And then I was asking a bunch of people. They was like, no, he's mean. I am not mean. If I gotta check you, I gotta check you.
Yeah, that's cool being an adult, you know. Once you,
but I just came back from vacation and I felt like I was Nene Leakes on the trip. Because I was checking every fucking body.
You don't gotta do that. Don't do that on vacation.
Oh. Well, that's why I'm going on a solo birthday trip, but then I fly out again in a few days. So, but it's just me on a vacation, a relaxation. But enough about me. We have a special guest host today.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Sabrina Reignique.
Yes.
Oh, I got it right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm good.
I'm glad you're here.
Yes, thanks for the invite.
Of course,
Round two.
Round 2. If you
Ding.
was a longtime fan of the show, she was here on episode 28, and I think we were on episode 111, 112.
That's crazy.
Wow.
So,
That was a long time
That
ago.
was a long time
coming from
ago.
Zoom, that's crazy.
And then next week, we make 2 years of the 25 and Over Club. And you
Dos
know,
años.
Dos años. So thank you for coming today.
Yes, of course. Thank you for the invite.
Now, I had to invite you because, you know, being a millennial, money problems is hard. And they said it best in the 90s. I don't know what they want from me. It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see. B-I-G-P-O-P-P-A. No info for the D-A. Whatever. But, wait.
Here you go.
Boom. And I've been spending money like crazy this week. So let me tell you what I did. And don't judge me. Nobody here judge me.
I might.
So remember the other episode I told you there was a mouse in my apartment?
A mouse?
A mouse.
A mouse in
A mouse,
your
right?
house.
If you spend money to get rid of it, that's money well spent.
Well,
What
no, I've never been home. I've been staying in the hotel for 2 weeks.
But loud. Take your ass home.
No, I've been staying in the hotel for 2 weeks.
You could have used that money to get an exterminator.
Literally.
No, so I did buy an exterminator today.
You bought an exterminator?
Well, I hired one today. And he was
This
like, we
boy
can't
got
find it. I'm
money.
like, all right, so can
He
you
couldn't
extend
find
my
it.
stay? No, so they sent out some traps. But I did go back home one day and then
And he was on your bed.
and that's my fear. No. Because why would you be in my house? Why would a mouse be in my house? I don't understand that. I haven't had a mouse in my house in over a year and a half. Like, what
Do
the
you have
fuck?
holes in your house? Like,
So the
did you
exterminator
go
said he couldn't find nothing.
You didn't find no holes?
Nope.
Mm.
Nope. He said he probably came through the window. Or the
Does that
toilet.
sound- I don't know.
The toilet.
They said they could come through the toilet.
I think he lying.
At this point,
You read reviews before you hired him.
Right.
No,
Because
he
the
was
toilet is a
recommended.
stretch for me.
The window?
I could get the window because they can crawl.
they
up
crossed. So they
walls.
said they come through the whole thing.
Creepy.
But the toilet is a stretch for me. That means you
Okay.
have to hold your breath and climb up, and that is.
No, but they could come through toilets. You gotta watch the video. Maybe I should.
Ew,
They could come through toilets.
I'm good.
Well, I live on 21, so ain't no mouse climbing no
You live
way
on
up.
the 21st floor?
Mm-hmm.
Child.
I live close to God.
Not if the
That's why I'm
elevator
so
broke down.
blessed. Mm-hmm.
What if the elevator breaks?
Well, if I'm in the house, that's not that bad. I just got to walk downstairs. Now, coming upstairs is a different story.
Right. Well, so yeah, what I did do was I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to do nothing. So I went to the house. I put down like 20 traps in my. I just see him in my living room.
So now you got the trap house?
I just see him. I just put 20 traps in, and I put peanut butter on each one. So now I left my house for a few days. I come back. That nigga ate the fucking peanut butter, got stuck on the trap, and some way, somehow got off the motherfucking trap. So now at this point, I feel like I got a hood rat because
You do.
this nigga just robbed me for my shit. You feel me? And I'm not going home until the extermination comes. So every day I have my aunt go to my house and check to see if it's on the traps that exterminator said. And I fly out next week, so I have to go home and get my stuff. But no, I'm not doing the eat.
You're wild for the hotel, though.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a hotel. New York hotels are not cheap.
No, I spend about $1,500 a week, and I have to pay a pet fee.
$1,500 a week.
Yeah, I'm staying in.
And that's why you here.
That's actually
because
crazy.
My friend needs help.
I need help.
He got a problem.
Not even Airbnb, straight to the hotel in the financial
district. Because the Airbnbs in look cute. And I booked it right next to work. So then I could go walk my dog, go to home. Yeah.
He's crazy.
Tell your dog to do something with the mouse.
See, that's the problem. Because the dog didn't do enough. I think my dog's
like, get your dog.
Sassy said, I'm a dog, not a cat.
But no, because one day, so when I came back from DC, I'm like, fuck it, let me just relax and everything. And then Sassy saw something. She jumped and that mouse ran under me and I locked Sassy. Well, I went in the bathroom and locked Sassy out. And then I said, I can't stay here. I gotta go home. Why is my big ass scared of a fucking mouse?
Because they unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
Yes.
All right. So please come help me. So let's start this show for some words of affirmation. And the words of affirmation is, I am capable of overcoming any money obstacles that stand in my way. And right now, Mickey Mouse is standing in my way. Between me spending $3,000 on hotel fees and
wow.
That is crazy.
And I just spent $600 on extermination. Please help me.
Wow. That is real. That's $3,000. I just think about like what you could have done, what you could have invested in, something.
I know, but
Willow.
Yes.
Stop it.
Because the only reason I do a hotel, I could stay with my mother or whatever. But then I went to my mother's house for a day and she was like, oh, get Sassy off my couch. Oh, why Sassy? Sassy smell like street. Actually, no. When was the last time you cleaned your carpet? The fuck? But
Sassy smell like street. She a street dog?
She's not a street dog. The fuck?
She for the streets.
Bitch, she look like she for the fucking streets the way she be acting. But before we even get started on that, we want to bring some mental health involved.
Yeah, because you one of the people that's included in these problems. I am too. I'm not judging you. Yep. So 46% of people with problems with debt are significantly more likely to experience mental health problems. I mean, that makes sense because you're constantly thinking about either money or what you can't afford or what you can afford or what has to be paid or what you didn't pay or just too much. Just a lot on your mental.
Yeah, I feel like not only that, like you're always trying to get another job and always thinking about like, I need to work overtime and that's too much. Like I don't know about y'all. I'm trying to do bare minimum at work, but get the most money. So
say, what kind of job could I get that requires me just to roll over in my bed,
show up and just
that's it.
Yeah,
I'm at work.
Yeah, if you're too stressed about money, like it will affect your mental health for sure.
Well, I already said that this podcast and shit is about to take off because I ain't doing this shit much longer. And then I got stocks like in my company at work, so I know it's projected to do really good. So even though they gave me so many stocks, thank God, they gave me like 700 shares. You get 700 shares every year, but then I bought my own shares. So when we blow up, baby, but you have to be vested for 2 years. So I'm like, I'm not going anywhere until November 2023.
That's how they get you, though.
Ain't that next year?
I could be here for another year, but once I get it, I'm out, bro.
They're going to probably give you more and be like, another 2 years.
I know.
They're going to give you more,
but at
like
what
another
point do
2
you
years?
say, I'm tired of working for y'all? Like, I have I'm going to move to Atlanta. I'm going to find me a rapper.
All right. 39% of people with mental health problems said their financial situation has worsened their mental health problems, which again makes sense because you probably can't afford to get insurance, or you have insurance, but you can't afford to get the medication that you need or afford a therapist or like things like that. That makes sense though, because people say, you know, money doesn't buy happiness, but money relieves stress.
Can we talk?
It relieves stress. Because I feel like most people, they problems start off financially. That be the root of most people's problems. Well, the average person. Not if you rich, you ain't got no problems. I mean, you got other problems, but not the problems we have.
Right. I have a horrible relationship with money. I'm quick to spend money on food, takeout, Uber
on
Eats.
Hotels.
Why do you think you have like a bad relationship with money though? Like,
On Airbnbs.
I think I'm Beyonce. And I think that like I make, when I go to work, I think I make $1 million every day I go to work.
Clearly.
Oh, ask me when's the last time I've been on a train. I spent $100 going to work in Uber, and I spent $100 coming back in Uber. Yeah,
because you want to be comfortable.
I think I'm Beyonce. Yeah, I really do think so.
I think I'm Beyonce.
Yeah, and when I order an Uber, most of the time it has to be an XL because I just download the Uber Pass.
I need to know why.
I just download the Uber Pass and like because it takes 5% off. But yeah,
Uber XL for what?
Because when I got out the car, I got out of the paparazzi. Maybe I'm delusional.
Don't nobody even be looking at you, but like.
Well, shit, can a nigga be delusional? I'm going to move to Atlanta.
Right.
I'm going to find me a rapper. But you know what? No, so please help me with some steps to jumpstart your personal finances. And I love what you said on your podcast, on your YouTube channel. You have the quote that you always say.
Oh, I always say living the life you love, like right now while planning for your future, because I'm the kind of person where, I believe in, planning for finances for the future and all of that. But if I'm not enjoying myself today, like to me, it's kind of
what's the point?
No point.
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know how, but I'm going to make it happen where like whatever my goals are for like right now, I'm going to make that happen, but I'm also going to be investing in like, stocks or real estate or whatever it is that I think makes sense for the future. So I'm not that person who's like eating ramen every day for 5 years just to pay off debt.
That's
like,
mad sodium.
I'm just like, I'm not that girl. I'm not that person. So.
Well, again, I love your YouTube channel. I saw that you lived in Dubai for a little bit. So what else did you win? You just be traveling. So not only is she good with money, she's good with personal finances.
She's a black girl that travels. Do you do solo trips or you go?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
that's a goal of mine.
I'm like, who's gonna take off a month of work
I'm
to
just
come
fake
with me?
Scary. So
are you?
Just a little bit, because it's like you're going somewhere, don't know anybody, and you black. Right.
I mean, some people say this is not the best place for you to be black, and there are other countries that are a lot more like, accepting. At least from my experience, like I haven't really had any issues like being black. Being a woman, that's different, but being black, it's been
depending where you go.
Yeah, depending on
from the research that I've done too. Like I've seen people like named. I think they said Greece wasn't that great place to go.
Really?
It's this travel page I follow on Instagram, and
but everyone has their own experience. Like,
but it's geared more towards black people, like black solo travelers. So they always like tell you the best times to try and get airfare. Like what are the more welcoming places for people that look like us, stuff like that. But that's good. I want to be like you.
I mean, the world is out there.
I know.
All you gotta do is book a flight.
I know.
Say, I was on the plane with Dwayne. You could call me Whitley. I go to Hill, Maine. All right, so your first rule when you say let's jumpstart your financial journey, right? Yeah. Pay yourself first. I always pay myself first.
That's not what I mean when that's not what I mean when I say that.
What you mean?
You talking about you're taking Uber XL, you're one person. That is not what I mean. When I say pay yourself first, I mean like pay yourself, but also your future self. So when you are 50, 60, 40, whatever, like, do you have something for yourself where your future self is going to say like, thank God you put this money away. Thank God you invested, because I'm comfortable now. Right. Because that time is going to pass anyway. Like you're going to, you know, Lord willing, get that age. And you're going to want to say like, every month or, you know, whatever routine that was, I like put this money away so that I'm living my, you know, dream life. So you say like, you feel like Beyonce, but are you setting yourself up for Beyonce living?
No, I'm setting myself for Tony Braxton bankruptcy.
I mean, you know.
So, all right. So I do pay myself in a way, even though this is not really paying myself, but it is paying myself. So I do pay myself by doing my 401k.
Okay, perfect.
But sometimes I want to dip in that.
No, that's a bad idea.
It's not giving.
So how much do you recommend to pay out your check? You get paid. How much should I take out? Because my other problem is I'll put money in my savings, but I'm like, give me that back.
Right. Same.
Come here.
So that actually kind of talks about or leads into like the second thing that I talk about. So having a high yield savings account.
Okay.
So I can't say like how much you should put because everyone's situation is so different. Like everyone just has different expenses, but you want to put enough so that it's making some type of like substantial investment to yourself. So when you have like a high yield savings account, you can only dip into it 6 times a year. So
I need that.
Yes. Or you will be penalized. So
because I'll be like, press that transfer on the app.
Exactly. So a lot of them, they're there for that purpose. One, they'll give you like a higher interest rate, like invested back onto your money. So it's not like these regular banks where you just get 0.00.
The bank be giving you 5 cents.
Like you don't get.
You be like, oh, I got interest. It's like 5 cents.
It's like you could have kept that. You actually.
It only like work. Like say if you do open a bank account with a regular bank, I mean a savings account with a regular bank. If you put $500 or more, then you'll probably see like a nice little, not a lot, but you'll see something. But if you have less than that, you'll get maybe like 6 cents.
Chase is so nosy.
4 cents.
And this is a humble flex, but they was like, oh, Mr. McClure, would you like to do I guess they have a program where the minimum could be like 30,000. Would you like to? Don't watch my money, bitch.
You got money.
Give me, because
they said you got money for Ubers. You got money for Airbnb, hotels.
Motel Holiday Inns.
You got
Yo, and yesterday I called Torres. I was like, and first of all, never mind. Don't want to get in trouble. So I called him and I'm like, I'm on FaceTime. I said, what you doing? And he goes, I'm in the city. I'm about to get on the train. But it's like 2:00 in the morning. So I'm like, would you like you want me to call you a ooh? He said, finish your sentence. I said, So then I'm acting like I'm frozen. So I'm like this. So then Sassy coming in the camera. I said, come on, bitch. You done ruined this shit. Hello? But all right. So can you tell us some, and the listeners, what are some high yield saving accounts that you recommend?
Yeah. So I use Synchrony and it's been cool so far. Like the interest rate kind of goes with inflation. So that's another thing too. Like when you have a regular bank account and you're not getting interest on your money, like your money is just decreasing in value due to inflation. So you kind of like have to make this part of your regimen, having a high yield savings account, because otherwise your money is just not going to be worth what it is right now in the future. So I have Synchrony. It's pretty cool. There's also Ally Bank, which is pretty good. I haven't used it, but they have like different buckets that you can use. So like if you know you're saving for a vacation, it'll let you like put a specific amount in a little bucket just for a vacation or for a car, computer, whatever the case is. So you can separate your money out. So
hard for me to save.
Yeah.
I mean, once you put it in those accounts and
it's hard to get it back out.
And you realize you got to do all of this just to get it back out, like,
but
there's no debit card attached to it.
Knowing me, I'm like, well, I'm going to just take that chance. We want to do all of this.
But then that's the other thing too. Like, why take the money out? Are you like budgeting?
No.
For
what's a budget? Why would I do that?
Because I'm like, you got a budget for fun.
I've been on like 4 planes and the year just started. Well,
and that's fine. But if you're budgeting for it.
Nope. I literally was just sitting down with Taurus. I was literally just sitting down with Taurus. I was like, all right, so we're going to Palm Springs. He was like, you bought the flights? I said, hold on. Okay, now we're going to Palm Springs.
Skimp. Okay.
But I have to stop. And just because I have it, I have to stop spending it, right?
I mean, I feel like if you know you want to travel, like, I'm with you. I like to travel too. But if I know I want to do these things, I just make a budget for it. So I'm never taking away from, like, my investments because those are going to be important. And, like, my future self, like I said, is always going to be priority. But, like, if you know you're going to want to do X, Y, and Z, just make sure you...
What made you want to be so mature and responsible with money?
Because I see people out here with their mental health problems. I see people struggling. I see people who literally feel like they can't do anything. They're trapped in life because they got to work and do all this. Mm-hmm. Your girl don't have time for it. So when I'm older, I'm going to be relaxing. And that's just what it is.
As you should. I feel like that's the goal for everybody, but people just don't know how to get there. They don't know the tools that they need. Like, they don't know the steps to take. Unfortunately, a lot of minorities, people of color, we inherit our parents' bad spending behaviors. Like, for me, my mom, she's actually really good with money, but from when I was younger, like I explained to her before, like, I didn't experience struggling. Like, some people in their lives as a childhood, they still like how their parents struggle to, like, pay for things, struggle to get things from them. I never had an issue like that. So whatever issue, if my mom had financial issues, I never knew. Mm-hmm. So she told me, like, she went 2 years at one time without buying herself anything, but was giving everything to me and my brother, keeping the house together. But I didn't know that. Like, I didn't see her struggling with anything. So, like, that's my issue now. Like, I have a really horrible relationship with money. If I know I have the money, I'm going to spend it. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to get paid. So, like, I'm going to get the money back. So,
and I get paid weekly.
Right. I do too now. So, like, that's just, it's a bad habit. And I know now. So I'm trying to work on it to get better with it. But it's really hard to, like, not spend money when you know you, like, especially if I see that I want something, I want to buy it now.
Me and Tanika has a horrible relationship with money. Like, we're close.
But, oh God.
I just go for outfits. For what? I don't know, but...
Don't give me stuff.
And I'm like, all right, I need one more pair of sneakers. But and maybe, you know,
because it's about 3 pairs of sneakers that I got my eye on. Do I need them?
And hold on, Ivy Park is coming out next week. So, you know, the sweats is $90 by itself. The hoodie's $110.
Right.
But I need 2 different sweats. So I'm about to spend $500 with Beyonce. Beyonce, I'm about to claim you. Actually, she didn't claim me.
I feel like, but that's what they do. Like, they market to us. It's Instagram, it's Facebook, it's TV, it's songs. Like, they want you to be a consumer so that you...
and then now it's so easy to be a consumer. You don't have to go to the store to buy anything. Just pick your phone up. And then your credit cards, debit cards can be saved on your phone. You don't even have to type in the number.
Your face, right? You can pay for something.
Do that. But...
yeah.
I realized I really want to do a Patreon because I got so much shit to say. But I just feel like, not saying I did it, but I know someone that knows someone that knows someone said they did a transaction at the Louis Vuitton store, bought their bag, and said, that wasn't me, and got their money back. And that's a criminal. So I'm not saying do it, because other people out there will do it and ruin opportunities for other people. So don't do it.
Well, that's what happened to me. I had bought some sneakers from... What I bought it from? Nordstrom, I think. Mm-hmm. Remember I told you they sent me the sneakers and it was I don't know who fucking sneakers they was. They wasn't mine and they wasn't what I bought. So I had to take them back. And then, like, now that I think about it, somebody probably bought the sneakers, switched their sneakers out for the sneakers, and then sent it back like, oh, this wasn't like what I wanted.
The only thing that I allegedly did.
I was mad.
Only thing that I allegedly did was I went to
$160.
Where did I go? All right, so I get my packages delivered to work, right? Because I don't have a doorman. Sorry. So one day I was like, all right, is my package here?
Building. They be sending your packages?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I was like, did I get my package? They was like, no. So I'm like, all right. So then I get to work and I see my package on the table inside my actual job. No. But then I was like, well, technically I didn't get it. Hello. I didn't get my package.
Right.
TD Bank.
You have any? I've done that before.
You know,
I mean, I ain't mad.
But you did say check your bank account daily. Number 3, check your bank account every day.
You know, every day. I think so. Because
I'm scared.
I don't need that kind of negativity.
But that's why you should check it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't be scared of your own story, your own finances. Like, this is
I just see red.
And you got to face that fear.
Well, you know, one of my goals daily is to not spend any money at all. So I try, like today, did I spend money today?
Impossible.
I didn't. I didn't spend any money today, actually. No, I'm lying. I bought a bottle of water. But I try very hard not to spend money. Or if I do, I try not to go over $10. But it's really hard because
it is.
You
can't breathe without money. Yeah.
And if I can't find parking by my job, I have to put my car in the garage. That's $10 right there for the day.
Oh, see, no. I can't. Mm-mm.
See?
Not me. And then I want to feel like a celebrity. I need a personal driver. So when
you could be your own personal driver.
Oh, no. I will crash.
I mean, as much money you spending on Ubers, you could have bought a car already.
Probably.
But I had a car accident, so I was like, I'm never driving again. And then because I drove into the pharmacy.
Wait.
Long story short, drove into the pharmacy. My grandmother flipped out the car. And
what she did was
she said, look what you did to me.
She broke her hip.
She broke her hip and she broke her wrist. And
you drove into the pharmacy?
She did. Dip.
I drove into the pharmacy, and now when I'm on my grandmother's block, because I crashed right across the street from my grandmother's house, the news and everything was there. They call me Easy Pass in the hood now.
So,
wait, how did you drive into the pharmacy?
How was it?
So basically, oh my gosh. So I was coming out. I don't want to tell the story. Okay, so I was driving. And I said, Grandma. No, she said, I'm not going to sit in the front seat with you. I don't know what I'm going to get into. Bitch, you saw it coming. So then.
Who your grandma, bitch?
Bitch, she saw it coming. So I said, all right, Grandma, sit in the back seat if you want to. And then she put her seatbelt on. She said, no, she didn't put her seatbelt on. I said, Grandma, put your seatbelt on. She said, yeah, you right. Because I don't know what I'm going to get into. I said, okay, stop being a smart ass. 30 seconds later, so I was coming out the thing. And then I was coming out the parking lot. A car ran past the thingy-majingy. A car ran the red light. So I swerved. I panicked.
What the fuck is that?
And then another car was coming. But all I said was like, what happened if I go into the pharmacy? And they seemed no.
You know,
I was inside the pharmacy. The building was collapsing. Not collapsing, but it was.
I don't believe this.
I'm gonna show you the picture.
Grandma said,
and then all I remember is my grandmother crawling out, and like we were just talking about it the other day, like
put your head up on that.
like you know, like I'm thank God she's okay. But all I had was a little scratches. But my leg was a little
broke
stuck.
His grandma's head.
Yeah, she had to get hip replacement surgery, and she had to get
and the wrist.
Her wrist was broken.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're the worst grandson ever.
Wow.
And then mama, who told her to let me drive? I didn't have a license.
Oh
the fuck? All right. So then so you said check your bank accounts and you said check for fees because sometimes they also be throwing little fees in there.
Yes, they do. And I be calling like, y'all need to take that off because I don't know where that came from.
You could do that?
Yeah. Yes. I call all the time. If say I gotta pay my credit card bill and it's a day late, I will call and say, y'all need to take that late fee off because I paid and that's crazy. Take it off. Thank you very much.
They need your business.
Yeah, take that off.
Gonna take it off.
Take it off.
Yeah.
Meow.
So yeah, they be like, they go to go anything mobile, and I say, oh,
shut the hell up.
That's not nice. That's not nice. And I say, hello, T-Mobile. I say, okay, yes. I just be like, all right, can you take this off? Can I speak to your manager, please? I got that from you.
I always
and
say
they be like, okay, Mr. McCoy. I'm like, bitch, just take it off. Stop talking to me like, stop being like, just take it off. But the last one, all right, you said, I didn't know you could do this. Change the date your bills or your credit cards are due.
I do that.
Yep.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
Change the date your bills and credit cards are due?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because if you know you get paid like certain time and it doesn't really align with when your bills are due, like you can request or even do it in the app sometime.
Mm-hmm.
You can just say like, all right, like this would be a more convenient time for me to like pay this bill. And you can just change it.
Yeah. I had to do that because like at one point, like my car note, my car insurance, rent was all due at the same time. I was like, yeah, no. We're going to have to fix this. This too much. My bank account needs to breathe. They need oxygen. You ain't know that, but
no. I'm about to call everybody.
Yeah.
I be taking everything off.
I was just
Take that off,
like,
thank you.
I didn't even pay my rent, and my rent is, well, I'm souk open. But I didn't pay my rent, but my rent money's right there. Why didn't I just fucking pay my bills?
Because it looks so nice in your account. The number looks great. And then
once,
you like...
Once you take out
then
my
you
rent
like,
money, go...
dang. Right, exactly.
But real quick, before you leave this episode, give the viewers and listeners a tip on what to do. Well, you gave us a bunch of tips. Thank you. But what's a major tip?
And give them your social handles, too.
Oh, true. I don't know. I would say a tip is really just to think about like what your personal finance story is. Like everyone is different. You Beyonce, I'm here trying to relax. You trying to travel. Mm-hmm. So we all have like our different kind of financial goals. So make sure that you're not just like saving a bunch of money just to save it and see it in your bank. Because it doesn't.
Y'all not Geico.
It's like it doesn't do anything. It doesn't help you to reach your goals. It doesn't help you to live the life you want. So what's the point? Mm-hmm. Think about what kind of life you want. Think about how your money and your goals can help you to like reach that. And then start making small steps. You don't gotta overdo it, overwhelm yourself, but just small things so that you can get to the life that you want to live. So,
and if all else fails, you can sell drugs. No.
What?
No.
Your social handle.
Yes. Tell them where they can find you.
Yes, you can follow me on Instagram at Sabrina, Sabrina .Reignique, Reignique. And I'm also on YouTube where I talk a lot about personal finance and travel because I be out here traveling.
She be out here.
I be out
not
here.
In the streets, but in the sky.
In the sky,
okay.
You know, across the ocean or whatever.
She get flued out.
Yeah, I want to see those videos. Definitely check me out.
All right. Her YouTube is dope. And thank you guys for listening. Like and comment, subscribe, tell a friend.
And subscribe.
Please come back to share more of your wonderful knowledge with us. Again, the live show is July 23rd. And that's it.
And we are out. Bye.
Getting to the money.
Oh.
Making everybody mad. Hey. Getting to the money.
Hey.
Making everybody mad. See, I am Beyonce. She said, same old.
Okay.
Same old.